The 17th Annual NoDQ.com Year-End Awards.
Alright, for worst match of the year, these are some interesting choices that I saw on this list here. Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose, and Triple H versus Roman Reigns, both from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which, they were bad.
What a classic WrestleMania that was.
That didn't go. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho from Extreme Rules, which I thought was surprisingly bad. Darren Young versus Titus O'Neil from the August 29th edition of Monday Night Raw.
And they had a bunch of weak matches during that month.
They did. Bayley versus Dana Brooke from the October 17th Raw.
That was the match where Dana screwed up the finish and was supposed to put her foot on the rope in order to cheat to win, but she didn't reach it.
Yep. And then the Shining Stars versus Golden Truth from just a few weeks ago.
That was the England Raw where the crowd was just dead silent for that match. I mean, you could hear a pin drop.
Yeah. Now, for me, these were all really bad. Like, really bad. The WrestleMania matches weren't as bad had they not been at WrestleMania. When you're at Mania, you're supposed to have a higher level of excellence. And these two matches did not deliver. So that's why they're bad. If they'd been on Raw or another pay-per-view, not a big deal.
Right. It's the expectations.
The Raw matches that we have here, the three, were just god-awful.
And they're forgettable, though. You're not going to remember them a year from now.
Right. And those three matches on Raw, I'm not going to remember.
Right.
I remember them.
Like right now.
List and went, oh, yeah, that's right. They were bad. Ambrose and Jericho, I remember. Because I had such high hopes for this match. It was an extreme robot. They're gonna go crazy with each other. And it was just
a match.
It was just a match. It didn't deliver. And I get the Extreme Rules is not what it used to be because they can't be extreme anymore. And that's fine. But these two guys, especially Chris Jericho, he knows better. Jericho is one of those guys that can overcome any stipulation, any problem, and have a good match, and he just didn't do it. And Ambrose didn't deliver his end either. This match is my pick.
Well, that's a good pick. I'm going to go with Reigns versus Triple H because that was the epitome of WWE being tone deaf and just going with their plan. Their plan was to put the title on Reigns. They were going to do it no matter what. They were hell-bent on it. And the crowd just did not care about that match. Everyone at home was bored. We were bored. We were falling asleep. I mean, it was just...
Of course, it was almost 11 o'clock on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was such a long WrestleMania. But that match, I mean, just we're like, whatever. We all know how this is ending. And to me, it was a dud.
It was.
Roman Reigns winning the title was a dud.
Yep.
And, he came out the next night. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. I mean... Come on now.
You may be the guy, Roman, but you ain't our guy.
Yeah, that
isn't that right, President-elect Trump?
Yeah. So again, Triple H in the main event at WrestleMania, the last match of the night. I mean, he's had a pattern, going back to WrestleMania 18 with Jericho. That was disappointing. The match with Orton at 25 was disappointing.
WrestleMania 2000 that I was at, where the Fatal 4-Way just totally fell flat. Vince turned.
I hated that booking.
That was awful.
But anyways, we're getting off topic.
Yes.
My pick is Reigns and Triple H.
All right.